Hi, and welcome to Rabbit and Moon Tarot. My name is Angel, and I'll be doing a collective read today. Now, if you've been here before, you'll know that I've been putting chapter markers in the timeline and in the description box below, along with the decks that I've used, provided I can find the link, as well as any references that I might make, which is generally going to be music or movies, because just that's how I roll. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by this teeny tiny little tarot channel. I really appreciate all likes, shares, and subscribes, and most importantly, you taking a chance on a teeny tiny little tarot channel. And if you're new to my channel and you're new to tarot, well, I've got a little bit of a tarot intro for you. There's nothing too intense, but it is still food for thought. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a time marker here so that if you want to hear, you can go continue forward. But if you want to go into the pre-shuffle and the reading proper, you can just skip right ahead. Okay, so tarot and oracles are tools for self-reflection. That's how I see it. They're meant to help guide you when you're using your inner moral compass in pursuit of your own particular brand of happiness. And I'm an intuitive reader, so I understand the tarot and I'll read the oracles, but I also use my guides, my ancestors, and the energies that I work with to bring forth the message. Now, there are only so many cards in a deck, so sometimes a card will come out that is seemingly a little off from what I'm saying, but that's because my guides will bring forth the closest approximation to the message that they're trying to relay, and it's up to me, sort of like the interpreter, to interpret the message for the collective, and it's up to you to decide whether or not it resonates. Now, resonate isn't just watching the reading, because it resonates looks more like, if you're watching it, in the moment you hear something, it like plucks on your heartstring. It automatically brings up a person, place, thing, memory, feeling. Like you have a reaction to it. You can place, oh my goodness, I'm hearing this and it sounds like what I went through last year, what I'm going through right now, or I've been thinking about this and I haven't told anyone, but here it is showing up in a reading. Resonating is not watching the reading and saying, this doesn't really seem like me. I would never do that, or they would never do that. Well, it's probably not your message for the day, and that's okay. General and collective readings are just that, general and collective. So I might weave in and out of different collectives as I go. You know, like the first half of my reading might be one collective and the second half might be something for another. And they're not continuations. It's not like a mini series. It's not like one reading is part one and the next reading is part two. No, these are isolated and picking up on different collectives. Now, I have had it and I have seen that people will get really kind of head up and a little bit triggered by something that was said. And you often see them in the comments like, you don't know what you're talking about, XYZ, right? In those situations, it's telling me, the reader, and everyone else who sees the comment more about the viewer than it does about the reading style. It tells us that person is likely having a heartstring plucked that they didn't realize was going to be plucked. And maybe they hadn't yet dealt with it. Doing inner work, like your shadow work or your inner world, however you want to refer to it, is not always easy. Sometimes it's hard. Oftentimes it's hard, but it is freeing. And besides all of that, you are the maestro of your own destiny. I'm not here to tell you how you should run your life or what you will. It's not like written in stone. You are co-creating your reality with the universe. I believe in fate and destiny. I do, but I believe they only take you so far, presenting you opportunities, pathways, different timelines to walk. Essentially, you're working in tandem with the universe. It's providing you the stack of paper and the pens and the desk for you to write your story, or it's providing the stage and the costumes and the accoutrements that you need to have this beautiful stage show. But you have to decide what you want in your stage show, what you're going to say, and if you're even going to be the main character in your own story. You are co-creating. So you have full free will, full autonomy, and you are the maestro of your own destiny. Don't give up all of your power to a tarot reading. It's a guide, should you choose to use it. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get into the pre-shuffle. So I'm going to shuffle, cut the deck, read from the middle and the bottom twice to get kind of an energy of where the collective is at today. Now, sometimes there's a whole message in the pre-shuffle, and that's that. Some people are just happy with that. Sometimes the pre-shuffle ties into the reading. It just kind of varies, and it depends on how it resonates for you. So I'm going to start with just the two sets of cuts and reads and see how it goes. And let's get going. So we have, whoops, it's upside down. So we have come together and then Wizard of Awareness, which to me is like the magician in the tarot. So in this situation, we have come together in love, and we basically got the magician in tarot. This is telling me that the collective realizes that they are fully prepared, they are fully ready to endeavor upon something romantic. Now, this may be new love. You may be in the middle of a love situation, but something is telling me this is about new love. Like, you're ready to come together with the possibility. New energy, new life, new excitement, new adventures, new experiences. And you're fully ready for it. I just heard, tag me in, coach. That's what I heard. So, okay, I like this. I feel like I'm tapping into a collective that's like really excited about putting them. Oh, hold on. We've got a little bit of a volunteer. So we have Magical Map Shifter. How interesting, because what I was going to read was Magical Map Maker, but this is Magical Map Shifter. So this means, I love this. Energetically and intuitively, this makes me feel like the collective is ready to experience new love, new excitement, new adventures. You know that you have everything that you need. You worked on yourself. You've got your own place, your own car, your own job. Like, for all intents and purposes, you're good on yourself. Oh, I'm hearing that song by Neo. It's an older song, but it's I'm a movement by myself, but we're a force when we're together. Baby, I'm good all by myself, but you make me better. It's like the energy of the collective understanding that they're already in their abundance era. They're already in that royal, sacred, sovereign energy. They're already good all by themselves. They're happy. So they realize they have everything that they need in order to welcome in love that would add to their journey. Now, with the map shifter, I love this, because this is like life giving you a map and saying, here's what's going to happen. Here's what's on the menu. And collective is looking at the menu and it's like, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. I want this and I want this. And they hand back, like you are editing the map in real time because you're like, no, that doesn't work for me. That's not good enough for me. I want better. Like, I love that. That's a power move. Like, recognizing like you don't have to accept just because it's given to you. And the universe isn't going to be offended that you're like, what was it I said? No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. I want this. Let's see version 2. The universe is going to take that and be like, thanks for the feedback, boss. They're going to come up with something else and be like, all right, here's the second edition. It is feeling like the collective, for real, in a real way, realizes that they actually are co-creating with the universe, that they actually do have the energy and the presence to be like, hey, this isn't what I wanted. This is not what's working for me. I'm changing. This would have made my old version happy, but I'm like the 2.0 version of myself. So let me make a couple of edits. Let me set it back and let's come up with a 2.0 version. I like it. Honestly, I like it. It's like got some really like self-confident energy. Wait, is self-confident the word I want to say? Yes, so I was worried that I said self-conscious. I'm like, that's not what I meant. No, self-confident. You believe in yourself is what I mean to say. Okay, let's keep going though. Ooh, I love this. Already it feels very high vibrational. I'm in my abundance era. Okay. So then we've got, whoa. I already see what it is. Details. This for real makes me think again. This is a confirmation of what I just said when that little volunteer card that came up where you were like, this, yes, and sending it back. This is telling the universe the details matter. Like, I understand that you just presented me with the stuff that's really good, but actually what I really want is this. And that's what I'm manifesting for myself. That's what I know I deserve after putting in all this effort, time, and healing. This is what I want. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the details. This is what I want. So here's it back. Thank you for the offer. Let's revise it. Let's work together on it. Like, when you collaborate, that doesn't mean one person giving you something and being like, that's the way it is. And you're like, okay, that's not collaboration. Collaboration is someone presenting you with stuff and you looking at it and being like, all right. Yeah, that's all right. That's not my favorite. That's not my favorite. I want this right here, and this is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna hand that back to you. And I have notes, and you put down the details. Okay, here's that. What do you say now? And you're going back and forth until you can both agree on a future or a product that you're happy with. Okay, I know this says one ring circus, but I saw one trick pony, and that ain't it. That ain't it. And because it's 15, I'm seeing this as, I don't know why, like, this is just how it's coming in. The channel is coming in like this. I'm seeing one ring circus or one trick pony, and 15, like in the tarot, that's the devil card. We are not here. This is why all these details are going over, because you don't want to be in this energy. You're moving past this energy. What you are drawing from the devil energy is the passion. You're pulling the passion for it. But again, it's the details. It's almost like as you're looking at the devil card and the details, you're like, no, I don't want to be stuck in my ego. Nope. Don't want to be self-limited. Nope. Do I want to be obsessive? No. Do I want passion? Yeah. Kind of like that. Okay, I'm excited about this reading. Okay, so let's go into the actual reading. I'm going to pull like 3 to 4 cards from here. I'm going to intuit them, and I'm going to pull some tarot and then call it a day. Okay, first card we have Sad Embrace. Now, it didn't come to the floor, to the table, but this, if it didn't fall to the table, this is more like a volunteer or like internal energy. And this is something that, like, maybe you had to deal with in the past. Again, when something flips around, it doesn't fall to the table, and Spirit is telling me not to take it. What it is telling me is something that was happening internally. Maybe this is an era, an old era. Maybe the era that you've come from. Remember, you are in your abundance era, and you left this behind. And not just left it behind, but you healed it, because 45, 4 plus 5 is 9. You were in your hermit energy. You took the time to pull within, to look within, and say, okay, let's do a retrospective. Let's figure out all the things that I've gone through, relationships, familial, romantic, platonic, professional. What can I learn from that? Let me forgive myself for acting out of my ego. And ego doesn't mean arrogance, but like things like shame and guilt and that sort of thing. Let me forgive myself. I'm a human. Like we're not perfect. But what I can do is pull the lessons from that and learn how to transmute that sadness into like a vulnerability and strength. Like moving, healing. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that was the old version of you. Oh my goodness. So we have Golden Palace. You are in your abundance era. This makes me feel, okay, first of all, 2 plus 3 is 5. That's the Hierophant. So that is structures. That is possible relationship. That is for the long haul. That is people looking to you like as a teacher. And also we have Golden Palace. This makes me feel, again, abundant era. Also, I'm from the Golden Palace, I'm getting that 9 of Pentacles energy. Someone who is self-made, self-assured, knows what they bring to the table, not arrogant, and is willing to help and give to others, but also protect their peace. Because your body and your being is a sacred space, a Golden Palace. Okay, again, we have the Come Together card. this abundant Nine of Pentacles energy, this Hierophant energy, this treating your body like a temple and a sacred space, golden palace, is literally perfectly aligning you to what you're ready. Like, it's like the next logical step for you. It's like you got your education right, your money right, your living situation, your friend group, you're feeling good about yourself. Maybe you were on a fitness journey. Maybe you were starting to look into passions that you once had. Maybe you love to sculpt. Maybe you were into IT and like computer things. Like, whatever it is you were doing for you, and you've surrounded yourself, feel comfortable in your own energy, feel abundant in your own energy. And now you're like, yeah, you know what? I'd like to experience some passion. I'd like to experience some love. I'm going to go ahead and put myself out there because I know that I'm ready for that sort of thing. The next thing that came forward is Moonlight. 5 plus 1 is 1. 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1 is 6, like the Lover's card. The Moonlight is about like intuition and feeling. So intuitively, you're ready to feel that lover energy. Okay, let's get into like the tarot. This is just kind of trucking along. Normally it takes me a little bit longer, but we're only like, 17 minutes in? I'm long-winded, but this felt very, very obvious, very, very abundant, very, very confident. So let's tell a story. For the collective that is resonating with the, I mean, honestly, I just heard I got my shit together. That's what I just heard. And is ready for this next journey of love. And I'm also hearing that not just anything. 5 plus 1, that's 6. That's Lover's energy. Not just anything. Mirror images. Trusting your intuition. Trusting your feelings. Lover energy. Mirror images. Lover energy. Where are we going? Where are we going? What are you manifesting? What are you calling in? Let's tell a story for this collective. What is going on? We've got the Knight of Swords. This is bringing in truth. Not even just bringing in truth. And I mean, yes, bringing in truth for yourself and those around you, but this is putting everyone else unawares. Putting everyone else unawares. This is where I'm at. I'm holding my sword of truth up and in the sky like Excalibur. Like, you are in your power. You are, man, I'm just like I'm a little bit like Twitter-pated over this energy because I love a good confident energy. Love a good confident energy. This energy is just, and it's not a place of arrogance either. This is just, I am self-assured in what I got and what I'm bringing to the table. I'm going to put everybody unawares, not just myself. This is everybody. This is movement. This is bringing my truth the place where I go. Bringing my truth everywhere that I go. So never once do you wear a mask. Never once do you allow anyone else to press upon their narrative onto you. All day, every day, you are in your strength. You let everyone else know that you come with truth. And that does mean, if you notice that, you know, someone's being less than savory around you, you're going to be like, hey, no, that's not cool. I don't like that. I don't like that. Because it's not about, sorry, let me just finish this energy. Because it's not about like calling people out to embarrass them. No, this is simply defining your boundaries. This is not, hold on. This is not you saying, you can't talk to me like that. You can't treat me like that. This is you saying very calmly, eye contact. I don't accept that kind of behavior. I don't accept that kind of energy. Do you see the difference? There's one energy that says, you can't, talking to the other person, you can't talk to me like that. You can't treat me like that. The difference is, I don't accept energy like that. I don't allow treatment like that. Do you see the difference? That's the kind of energy I'm talking about. Again, I'm a little Twitter-pated over that energy. I love a good confident energy. Let's see what else we got. The Magician. Yes, we had the Wizard of Awareness before in the pre-shuffle, and now we actually have the Magician coming forward. You, my God, I'm getting like, I feel like I'm blushing. I feel like this energy, there is a quiet self-assuredness. Like, this energy isn't flashy. This energy doesn't walk into the room and say like, "Hey everybody, I'm here. Like, the party's here." No, no, no. When people do that, they actually have insecurities likely. But this is someone who walks into a room, you or your person that you're connected to, walks into a room with a calm confidence, a quiet confidence that energetically just demands respect. That's it. They don't have to say it. It's in their energy. It's in your energy. And on top of the fact, that energy comes from the fact that you know you're in control of your own self. You're emotionally mature. You're emotionally available. You have spent the time. Remember, we had that sad card come out. You realize that you've grown because you went through your hermit energy. You focus within self. You did a introspection on yourself. You looked retrospectively at your past relationships. You forgave yourself for acting out of ego, fear, guilt, shame, and took lessons from that and transmute that into strength. Like, this is unflappable. This is grounded energy. I wouldn't be surprised if like a king or queen of pentacles come out, honestly. And the magician knows, because you're so defined in who you are. Your magician knows, your magician energy knows that you write your reality. Like, again, like that moment when I said, if you're encountering a less than savory energy, you could respond with, "You can't treat me that way. You can't speak to me that way." But we control. Magician has cup energy too. We control how we feel, how we express those emotions, how we utilize those emotions, how we tap into that emotional energy. And instead of acting out of, "You can't do this," you're like, "I don't accept that." Full ass different energy. The magician energy is just, that's like heartthrob energy for me, for real. Like, I'm just saying. Okay. Let me not fall in love with this energy. Okay, so then we have the Six of Wands. Oh my God, I just heard. And you just keep winning. People recognize it. And again, this is not an energy of someone who's attention seeking. I just outlined that this energy can walk into a room with quiet and calm confidence and just demand respect. Not because of intimidation, but simply the fact that people can't shake you easily. You are emotionally mature and emotionally stable. People recognize that. They celebrate that. They're like, "Good for you." Maybe even there are people from your past who've seen you grow and are just patting you on the back and lauding you for being like, "Yes, yes, this is the person that I always knew you were inside." It's nice to see it shining so brightly on your face and in your countenance and like your aura. People recognize that. And when people recognize that success, that unarrogant, warm energy, they want to be near that energy, not to sap it away. I mean, let me be clear. Some people will do that, but that's where the "I don't accept that" comes in. But there are people who want to get close to the energy so they can learn how to do that themselves, like lead by example, not because you're shaking your finger at people, but just by existing, just by being your most authentic self. People can take inspiration by how much you've grown, how much you care for yourself, how much, like, how stable and balanced you are. Oh, there we go. Ooh, we got a Knight of Pentacles. All right, so this is okay. I just heard, yeah, I've got my stability. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm well on my way. Okay, again, because we've seen that sad card, so maybe, man, like, again, I really am into this energy. It's very, very self-aware. I said I wouldn't be surprised if the king or queen came through, but this energy just spoke directly to me and be like, I'm not there yet, but I'm working my way there. So this person, from that sad energy, from that sad card that went into the hermit mode, that did the deep healing, that is unshakable, that's unflappable, that is grounded, that does not accept low vibrational energy and will not accept mistreatment from other people. They are celebrated. They know that they've made progress. 100. They understand that. There is no doubting it. They aren't where they want to be yet, but they are confident. They're well on their way. They're happy about the progress that they've done. And I'm hearing that they want to bring stability. Oh, and it's underneath the come together card. They know the progress that they've made. And the Knight of Pentacles is about bringing in stability. Yes, bringing stability to yourself, but also bringing it in for someone else. You want to build. This is telling me that the energy wants to build stability with someone. Again, come together. Mirror images, moonlight, intuition, feeling. 5 + 1 is 6. That's the lovers in the tarot. Let's see what else we got. Page of Wands. Okay, so you're not, your Page of Wands is an action card. But it's an early action card. This is just starting that journey. And again, I just heard, I'm not there yet, but I know I'm gonna be. I'm just starting this journey. So all this back here is how they feel about themselves, how centered they feel. But from this point, it's like, I haven't found that person yet. I'm very discerning in who I want to build stability with. And when I do, then I'll take action. It hasn't quite happened yet, or it's on the precipice of happening. But they will take action. No doubt. No doubt. Oh, there we go. I just hit the table. Then we got Queen of Cups energy. I don't know if you've seen it close enough. I should probably hold it up a little bit longer. Queen of Cups energy is someone who is deeply intuitive. Deeply intuitive. And they make a habit of looking retrospectively to look at everything that they've learned. And not only looking at everything that they learned, but also having the kindness and the gentleness of when looking at other people and recognizing who they are as a person, being very understanding of what other people who are going through, you know, their own growing pains, so to speak. You know, shadow work and going into hermit mode is not always easy, but it is beneficial and it's freeing. Queen of Cups understands that energy. So again, when I hear, I'm on my way to stability, I'm not quite there, but I'm on my way, because the kind of stability you want to like connect yourself with, the type of person you want to connect yourself with, is someone who will understand you eye to eye, who has the same emotional maturity, and maybe even trust their intuition the same way that you do, because again, 5 + 1 is 6, lover energy. And that opportunity is coming soon. And it almost seems that when you do, it feels like when you do, you will recognize that that person has they're on their self-love journey, and you will understand what that's like. That's not to say that they're at the beginning of their journey. They may be somewhere at the mid or end of their healing journey, and you understand what it's like. So you have a certain patience, a certain kindness, because you're sure about yourself. You understand, but you're also kind and warm and understanding of people's imperfections, and that we're human, that happiness and love doesn't require perfection. It requires effort and vulnerability. And I'm hearing that's you all day long. Like, you understand that maybe the person that you meet, that you want to like take action towards, isn't exactly on the same healing journey as you, but you understand where they're coming from. You understand what it was like to be at the time, and you're supportive of their journey. Okay, so let's get one more card. Oh, hold on, what that was? I mean, what was that? Why did I say it like that? It was the Fool card. Why did I say it like that? That was so strange. It's like when I say to my roommate, where my hat is at. Sometimes it comes out all crazy. Anyways, the Fool card. This is about being ready to take the jump off of Lover's Leap. I just heard take the jump. Yeah, take the step off of Lover's Leap. There it is. There it is. I heard it, but I didn't say it right. You're willing to. You don't know what to expect when you meet this person, but you know that you're all in. You are excited about the possibility. You're not like, there's a difference between starting a journey and being kind of like trepidatious and unsure. And then they're starting a journey like full energy, bright eyed, and I heard young, wild, and free. But you know what I mean? Like optimistic, hopeful, seeing the best in most people, seeing the best of most situations. You're ready to undergo this new journey with someone. Honestly, I feel like you wouldn't even have let them get as close as they did if they didn't pass a certain vetting process to begin with. I mean, Queen of Cups is intuitive, so that energy would have been able to filter out, ones that wouldn't have resonated as well as the one that seems to be coming through that you're willing to take this journey with. Okay. So let's what card do I want? I do want to do an exit love card, but I don't know which oracle to use. You know what? I'm being told just to use the same oracle we started with. All right. Okay. Peaks of Joy. So it's 33. Not only Peaks of Joy is a great image, I did say take the step off of Lover's Leap, and this person is literally just jumping into the air towards a butterfly, which represents transformation. And on top of that, we have 33, which is an angel number. Angel number because that's what they're called, not because my name is Angel, but they're called angel numbers. It is a divine number. Okay? So Peaks of Joy, I just said, taking the step off of Lover's Leap towards butterfly. This energy is taking a step towards a butterfly. So someone, remember I said they may not be on the same exact place in their healing journey, but they are at the tail end. They're in the middle of their transformation, and you recognize it. You know what it was like, and you're there to support them through this almost like awakening or this spiritual journey or something to that effect. Take it as it resonates. And then we have the 33, a divine number. Okay, let me just go ahead and I'll put this here, and let me get the book so we can read that. Where is my booklet? There we go. Okay, so that's 33. Peaks of Joy. Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. You wanted to get this right, and now you're like, I want to experience love, and you want to build and share the stability with someone. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm loving this energy. Okay, your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you will be happy with the result. You are coming closer to a sense of achievement that you've worked hard for. Yes, you have worked hard for all of this, and the effort that you're putting towards meeting your person and putting the right energy in, and not just taking anyone. They have to really resonate eye to eye, be emotionally there, trust their intuition, lover energy. You are coming closer to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart, and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. This is it. I am here for this. This is giving. This is giving so much. I'm going to go ahead and end it here because I don't even know how much better this reading could get. But I'll leave it to the collective to let this marinate, to really think and reflect on whether this resonates. And if it does, let it be a confirmation that you are on the path that not only the universe offered to you, but that you are co-writing your story with. So beautiful. Let me not fall in love with this energy. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate all likes, shares, and subscribes, because not only does it help my channel so it meets, finds other people who want to hear the story, it lets me know that you really appreciate and resonated. And I really, more than anything, really appreciate your energy being here today during this read. My name is Angel. This is Rabbit and Moon Tarot, and I will see you at the next reading.